me? Copy that?
Copy.
Just a second, folks. Waiting for a few people to get in here, and then we're gonna.
I think nobody's even joined in yet, Bink.
We're going to tweet this out. What's that?
I don't think nobody's even joined in yet, but I seriously.
But if they go back and watch this broadcast, which a lot of people did, Kramer.
That's true. It's very true, which we do appreciate that.
We need to tweet this.
Booyah-ka-ka. Ha-ta-ta.
Where'd it go? Tweeted.
Alright, I'll post it to Facebook. Alright, we are on Facebook. We are on your go. What up, bro?
You guys live?
Yep, we are live. You want to say hi in front of the
Would you
camera?
like to come in and
No, I
talk
was
to
going to
everybody?
say, thanks for your help today, Bank. I'll text you about that thing for later in the week.
Oh, yeah. Whatever you need, bro.
Awesome. Thanks, pal.
All right, take care, brother.
See you boys. Go Royals.
Yeah, exactly.
Rob Britton, producer for The Drive, talking about the Eli Drinkwitz interview today on The Drive. Check it out on demand, 610sports.com. All right, Cream Dog, ready to go.
Let's get it going.
1 second here. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Welcome to a nice sunny day at Virtual Kauffman Stadium for the Kansas City Royals that lost last night to the Detroit Tigers. The Royals still have a chance to win this series. They've won every series to date thus far, beating the Chicago White Sox in the opening series, sweeping Detroit in Detroit, and then beating the Mariners in sweeping fashion at Kauffman Stadium. But last night, it was Brad Keller. It looks like 1 to 6 days. The Royals not going to put him on injury designation at this point. See if it can get back. The morale is good. We checked it earlier. He's still a happy guy.
No, he's not happy.
But Brady Singer in a spot start yesterday goes 6 innings for the Royals. Not expected to play. Even his dad gets into the the YouTube chat box talking about Brady's first Major League start at Kauffman Stadium. Wasn't expected to start. Had to start, and Brady Singer vying for that 5th job in the rotation and looking good, because once you get to Toronto, the Royals that have been going to 4-man rotation will move on and probably need that 5th spot. You're checking this out on YouTube right now. We simulate every single Royals game. Jay Binkley, along with Kramer Sansone, he's the engineer, sound engineer, and the color commentator with myself. And basically, they're going to need this rotation. Now, we were asked this question yesterday. We do not play this game. We totally turn it over. The Royals should have won yesterday. They had a chance, but Dean Kennedy, who does lead the league in saves with 3, got the blown save, and we got extra innings last night at Kauffman Stadium as the Detroit Tigers lit it up there in the 12th, beating the Royals 9-4. Different story tonight. It's Danny Duffy, 2-0 with a .64 ERA. That is second in all of simulated Major League Baseball. Danny Duffy off to a great start, including 8 innings, about 100 pitches in Chicago, and he faces Matthew Boyd, who's 0-0 with a 3.75 this season. Last year, Matthew Boyd 9-12 with a 4.56. And career high 32 starts last year for the lefty. Battle of lefties today. And against the Kansas City Royals, 5-9 with a 6.46, making his 20th start against the Royals. For Danny Duffy last year, 7-6 with a 4.34. Versus the Tigers, his lifetime, 8-10, 4.59. in 24 starts. Tonight's start number 25 against the Tigers for Danny Duffy. And the starting lineup for the Detroit Tigers presented by Purell. Wash your hands. Different center fielder tonight. It's Victor Reyes starting in center instead of Demerite. The show off last night for the Detroit Tigers. Batting second, Cameron Babin in right field. Miguel Cabrera is the second leading hitter in all of simulated baseball at first base and batting third. Jonathan Scope, the former Twin, cleanup tonight, playing second base for Ron Gardner. Speaking of former Twin, C.J. Cron the DH tonight, batting 5th, batting over 600 this season in limited appearances. Nico Goodrum, the shortstop today, batting 6th. And then Jeimer Candelario at third base, batting 7th. Austin Romine, the catcher, batting 8th. And Christian Stewart in left field for the Detroit Tigers. For the Kansas City Royals, their lineup presented by the 435 Podcast Network, 610sports.com. Leading off, it's a different lineup. Leading off is Whit Merrifield, but he'll be at second base tonight, giving Nicky Lopez a bit of a break. Alberto Mondesi, the shortstop and the 13th best hitter in all of simulated baseball, batting second. Hunter Dozier in right field tonight, batting third. Jorge Soler tied with Alex Gordon with a 378 average at DH. Hit his 5th home run last night. He bats 4th. Salvador Perez in at catcher. Left field, Alex Gordon been moved up from the 8th spot to the 6th spot. The left fielder, Alex Gordon, bats 6th. Boom Boom McBroom, who's good against lefties, playing first base for the Royals. Franco has been dropped in the lineups, but his morale is still good, according to the game. We checked out. He's still happy. Miguel Franco batting 8th at third base. And Bubba Starling from Gardner Edgerton High School gets the start in center field, but the news of the day is Brad Keller is probably going to miss even his next start through the rotation as we had to make a switch last night. Joining us now from Cody and Gold here at Everyday, 10 to 2. His name is Cody Tapp. He's also Chef Cody Tapp if we want to get serious about it. But Cody, last night, Brad Keller, you know how, being a former Royals insider, you know how tough this is. Supposed to start, back stiffness. We had to go to Brady Singer for the start.
Surprising. Brady, he got shut down later in the year last year just because they were trying to protect his health. He really has been a model of health. Brad Keller's never missed a start for health reasons. He did miss one for Plunk and Tim Anderson last year. But good to see Brady Singer get his first big league start, right? He'd look really good in the pin for you guys. So I think that's a positive sign, but hopefully Keller will be back and ready to rock by the next time he's due up.
And didn't Keller talk about a
ghost? No.
Yeah.
Can't say I have. I've gone on a couple of, there's a Warnell house not far from here that's supposedly haunted, and I went to the Stanley Hotel in Fort Collins where, supposed to be the basis of the movie The Shining. I went out there, too. Didn't see a ghost either way, but I was willing to give it a shot.
You hear about the Pfister Hotel ever in Milwaukee? It's supposed to be haunted. There's players in major leagues that won't stay at the Pfister. Did you ever hear the story, Kramer?
Surprising, I guess.
I didn't know if you guys ever heard that story. Look it up. The Pfister Hotel in Milwaukee is supposed to be haunted. But more to the more to the virtual Royals, Cody. Off to a 7-2 start. They take the loss last night. That bullpen finally started to catch up with the Royals. They'd led the league in hitting, but blown save last night, a blown opportunity, was Ian Kennedy's been much used this year from Mike, the virtual Mike Matheny. Leads the league in saves with 3, but a blown save last night. I guess that's to be expected. They kind of a bullpen patchwork together at this point for the Royals.
Yeah, you're going to blow a couple of saves over the course of the season. That's not a huge deal. The good news is that, they're taking advantage of the weak part of the schedule, which is early on. So, they jumped out to the 7-2. That's good. Weak part of the schedule, that's good. One blown save, no big deal. Move on to the next one. He had a couple of blown saves last year, but he was 90% successful, which is all you can ask out of a closer. I wouldn't worry about it too much, Pink. I like Duffy on the mound tonight. Oh,
man, he's on fire tonight. 2-0 with a .64, second best ERA in simulated Major League Baseball. Talking to Cody Tapp, you can hear him daily. 10-2 with Alex Gold. Good stuff from you guys. Scott Hansen tomorrow from Red Zone. Get a little Red Zone NFL action. You guys are going to talk to Scott Hansen tomorrow from NFL Network.
Yes, sir. The NFL draft is going to be the last live sporting event we have for a while at this rate, so got to maximize all the NFL talk while we still have it, Pink.
All right, Cody. Thank you for joining the virtual pregame show. Much appreciated.
No problem, Pink. Thanks for having me.
There you go. Cody Tapp right there. You can hear him daily. 10-2, and the left fielder tonight, the 14th leading batter in simulated baseball is Alex Gordon. I thought this was interesting. This is when he was on with Fesco in the Morning. Alex Gordon joined him last week, and a lot of the questions have been coming up. Why do you return Alex Gordon? We can see.
Playing because I still felt like I could compete and I could still play, and I love baseball and I love the Royals, and the whole thought of not having that anymore was kind of. I wasn't ready for that, so I think that was more of the mindset for me as far as not retiring and moving forward. But it was definitely a help to motivate me to know that our team and our leadership was ready to
On demand, that's Alex Gordon right there, the left fielder for the Virtual Royals. 14th in batting average, tied with Jorge Soler. Right behind Adalberto Mondesi is Alex Gordon. Off to a great start. He's bumped up in the lineup to 6th tonight for the Virtual Royals. The standings, as we sit right now, the Royals 7-2, the Indians 6-5. The Tigers, did you see tonight, a surprising 5-5 start for Detroit. 2 of those losses come at the hands of the Royals in Detroit. The White Sox 4-6. Twins bring up the bottom of the division, sitting at 4-7. It's a battle of lefties tonight. Danny Duffy, Matthew Boyd will head down to action now at Virtual Kauffman Stadium. What's up, Cream Dog?
Nothing much, Ben. Getting everything rolling and going as the Royals hopefully can get off that losing column like they did last night.
Bit of a different lineup we went with tonight. We kept McBroom in because of the lefty, but gave Nicky Lopez a day off. Nicky Lopez averaged under 100, or under 200, on the year. He does lead the lead in triples, but just a day off, bring that energy bar up for Nicky Lopez before Detroit. One more game, then on to Toronto. But Whit Merrifield, we can move him around. We thought about moving Dozier to third and putting Brett Phillips in right field tonight, but again, it's facing a left in Matthew Boyd.
Which it's always good to see some players get at least a little bit of a day break. We saw it with Salvador Perez earlier on. Now we're going to see it with Nicky Lopez. Getting to see Bubba Starling in action tonight in center field. That's what I do like. I know everybody was excited when he came in to pinch run, and he had, of course, the last out last night, but he can redeem himself today.
Danny Duffy, 2-0 this year, .64 ERA. 14 innings pitched, and keep in mind, one of those could easily have been a complete game for Danny in Chicago, hitting right about 100 pitches through 8. And Virtual Mike Matheny wanted to use some of that bullpen. But here's the right fielder, Cameron Maben tonight. A little switch for Ron Gardenhire so far.
Ron Gardenhire, I swear, every single time
switching the lineup,
always switching it.
Victor Reyes was going to be leading off. That was kind of a last-minute switch by the Tigers.
Now I got to re-jot my stuff. I actually need to take off the team select here, and now we are going to live. Had to make sure nobody got hurt or anything.
The guy in red is still not made it back. 82 miles an hour, fired in by the lefty, Danny Duffy.
Looks like we have Tyrell in the chat along with Todd in here. Welcome back, fellas. And yes, I did watch the matches at WrestleMania. The only ones I watched, though, was John Cena versus Bray Wyatt, along with AJ Styles and The Undertaker.
I have a bone to pick with Kramer. That's out. Game progresses. Beautiful Kauffman Stadium, 78 degrees in virtual Kansas City, Missouri. A little bit of a wind blowing through the right field.
This is a beautiful night game.
Beautiful night for baseball. It's Cleveland 7-3 winners today over Minnesota. Minnesota drops to 4-8 on the season. Cleveland right on the tails of the Kansas City Royals. Now it's 7-5. There's Craft and Draft. Go get yourself a delicious beer. As you can see, we have Miller Lite from our friends at Miller Lite.
The fact that Miller Lite only has 96 calories is the best.
Are you watching calories?
Oh, yeah, you always got to watch calories, Bink. You always got to watch.
You watch them grow on me. You know what I'm saying? Kramer Sanso, pride of Northwest Missouri State.
Count is 3-2.
The Crane Dog. Full count.
One and only.
Gardy switching lineups on us late. Good to talk to Cody Tapp in pregame. Here's Mondi over to McBroom.
Easy.
And out.
Easy. Yeah, good. I like how we're getting these pregame people coming on for us.
It's nice to chat with somebody.
Good little touch. More people are following up on the Royals. Harold Castro.
Harold Castro was not going to play today, but he's got a 9-game hitting streak. It's kind of questioning why Gardenhire didn't have him in the lineup, but he's playing now.
Gardy just wants these in a
You're hurting my scorebook, Gardenhire.
Your doodle book, Bink. It's not a scorebook.
It is a scorebook. It is a Major League Rawlings scorebook. And you shall respect it.
Third, the first baseman, Miguel.
One player that's not going to miss a day off is Miguel Cabrera.
10-game hitting streak. League best. Miguel Cabrera batting second in the American League. Second best average out of anybody. 4 home runs for Miggy.
Tyrell. I thought it was a dramatic movie. I really did. You could tell they had to choreograph almost all of that match. I liked it though. I enjoyed it.
Truth, WWE is excited about seeing the Duff Man tonight. Duff Man's been fun to watch. Royals could use a good pitcher. Goes deep into games. This bullpen has been taxed. And I know the Royals' record is 7-2, but the bullpen's got a lot of work lately.
Ball one. The bullpen has been one of the spots that we thought was going to be a succeeding candidate for the Royals right now. But
it's some established starters
it's
back
kind
in the
of
bullpen.
flipped a little bit with the starting pitching actually flourishing.
It has. Bregman, 6th home run for the Trash Can Bangers.
Oh, Miggy strikes out.
And Miguel Cabrera gives Danny Duffy a little bit of a nod. Is Danny Duffy on fire this season?
Hey, Landon's back with us. How's it going, Landon?
Hey, Landon. Go.
Jonathan Scope, two of the former Twins in this Tigers lineup. Duffy fires that in at 92 miles an hour. Seen Duffy get up to 98, 99. But that's when he was in a relief role. Did it down in Houston, Texas. Against the Astros.
Trash Bangers, you mean?
The Trash Can Bangers. It's full house behind home plate today. As we mentioned, no man in red.
We got Dirty Sean in the chat as well.
Dirty Sean. Is Dirty Sean's wife with him?
That's a great question.
And Franco's going to get this one over to the groom. That is it for the top of the first. Whit Merrifield, Adalberto Mondesi, Hunter Dozier up for the virtual Kansas City Royals, the virtual 7-2 Royals, taking on the 5-5 Detroit Tigers. 78 degrees in Kansas City tonight. Beautiful day.
To all of you watching so far, make sure you like and subscribe to us and turn those notifications on. We cannot stress that more importantly because when we're live, you know it.
That's right. Subscribe, get that alert, get the notification. There you see Matthew Boyd making his 20th start against the Kansas City Royals. Here comes Whit Merrifield. Whit Merrifield, top 20 in batting in the American League once again.
Whit Merrifield.
Well, that's off the plate.
Good take. It would have been. It looked like it should have been a strike, but I will side with the home plate umpire tonight. All that's not Angel Hernandez.
2-0.
That's what the Royals have done all season is pretty much work the pitches. As you already see a 2-0 count here. They've just been trying to go through any type of pitches, give up maybe 20 pitches per inning. That's a good cap to have if you're trying to, I guess, protect the plate every once in a while.
True. Boyd's been good this year, making his third start of the season. Hadn't got a win yet. He's had some bad luck for Detroit. And fires ahead at 93. Tyrell says the YouTube video made it to a fan page on Facebook. It probably ended up in some sort of disaster, to be honest with you. Some of those aren't very kind at times.
Batting second, the shortstop, number 27.
Every night the Royals are supposed to play. We play a game. The Royals are going to play the Tigers tonight. But here comes the red-hot Adalberto Mondesi. He's working all sides of the field this year. He's 13th, all by himself in the American League in hitting. Followed real closely by Alex Gordon and Jorge Soler. Takes that one at 94 as he bats from the right hand.
Apparently it was on a Denny Matthews fan page.
Denny Matthews deserves fan pages.
Exactly.
Denny Matthews deserves all the fan pages he can get.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Matthew Boyd. Nice and warm Kauffman Stadium. Never know what you're going to get this time of year.
No, not at all. The ball should be flying, though, today with the weather.
I've seen the Royals snowed out against the Rays about 3 or 4 years ago in May. Monty takes a strikeout.
It's a rare strikeout for Mondesi right
But it was
there.
snowed out.
That's weird.
I was there for the Otani. Otani was supposed to start. Man, the press box was full of media, man.
Oh, I bet it was.
And they called up because too cold. It was like 25 degrees, something like that. So, kind of like Cracker Jacks, man. You never know what you're going to get with baseball weather in April. Wise man once told me that.
It's kind of like how it iced about 4 days ago here in Kansas City.
It's a great point by you. There was ice on the
which I was very
on the mirrors in winter. Yes, there was, Kramer.
And I was disappointed about that.
No ice today.
Thank God there's no ice.
Man, straight.
That's a good piece of wood on that.
That ends the inning. Scoreless in the first. Party porch full. Kauffman Stadium. C.J. Cron leads off for Detroit. One hit in this game.
CJ.
Last night was a long game.
It was
Pushed right into our simulated football league, which Kramer and I play on. It was on 11 Sports. It was on TV last night. Kramer's the GM and the kicker.
Yes.
And he cut me today.
Had to, Bink. We had to clear our cap space.
No respect for the fullback. I didn't cost any money. He could have easily kept me on.
Had to
deal with this at a later date.
So we had to make some general manager moves, and I had to put my foot down, and we had to do some cost cutting.
He showed me the door.
Showed you the door.
I showed you my fist.
And we're here tonight.
Just like old friends. Not as good as our friends at Miller Lite.
That is very true. TJ Cron, last series of the Royals had that 2-game series, a little tiny 2-game series. He was batting 1,000.
Played some first base with the Twins last year.
He's been on a tear against the Royals. He's going to get out there.
Franco, we checked his happy meter, and he is happy. Or satisfied. I can't remember. Was he satisfied or happy? I think he was satisfied.
I think he was ecstatic.
That's right. He was ecstatic.
Jake Rogers, the catcher tonight, not Austin Romine.
This is a completely different lineup from Gardy. Trying to fool everybody.
Ourselves. I'm just crossing things off my little scorebook right now.
Ron Gardenhire.
Is Candelario even batting 7th tonight?
That's inside.
We'll see.
We'll find out here.
He was the most Googled item last night on this
Which is very
watch.
strange.
Yeah, a lot of people Googling Candelario.
But the first off is, can you spell it without trying to look it up first?
Candelrio.
You're missing an A. After the L.
Laerio?
A-R-I-O.
Ball inside.
Yeah, it's weird. And actually, Christian Stewart's on deck, so Candelario is not batting 7th.
That alphabetical quiz brought to you by Red Delicious Apples. They're delicious.
And they're red.
Ball 4.
Yeah, all 4 for Danny Duffy. No, just one walk all season long for the Duff Man. Duff Man's been so good, trying to get on the same page as Salvador Perez.
Number 14.
Christian Stewart, now batting for the Detroit Tigers, really struggling this season at the plate. That's why he's batting 9th. Of course, we had the league's leading hitter batting 8th. Blame ourselves or blame Virgil Matheny?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I think we can both take that blame.
Danny Duffy, 1-1 count now. Christian Stewart.
I'll give up one hit.
Lefty versus lefty.
That's probably the main reason why the lineup's so different, is because they're like, oh, maybe Duffy may be a back stiffness. Maybe that happens. Nope, that doesn't happen. They were not preparing for Singer yesterday. But you could tell when a team is preparing for a pitcher, say like Brad Keller, they're like, okay, we're going to bring our A game out. They're like, oh, we're getting a curveball here. There's Brady Singer's playing. And they only gave it 2 hits.
It's just fighting fire with fire with the Gardenhire.
Stewart strikes out there.
Christian Stewart. Look at it, Duffy.
2 Ks for Duffy.
Big move, Miguel Cabrera. Second leading hitter in the league. Christian Stewart goes down on strikes there for the Duff Man. Danny Duffy. Lefty out of California.
Ball, that's out.
Off speed there for Danny Duffy at 83.
I'm glad we figured out the speed of the pitches.
I am too. I don't know why that wasn't on there.
2 balls, no
strange.
strike.
What did we do? Do you remember?
We didn't do anything. We literally, the game had to do it itself. That's what's dumb.
It's like a haunted lake.
Exactly. A lake that Keller sleeps at night.
He's not afraid.
It's true, he's not afraid.
If you're scared, get a dog. Josh Springer always says that he'd have to be 85 miles an hour there. 2-1.
I think that's Nico Goodrum, I'm pretty sure. It might be. I'm not sure at all.
Yeah, let's see if Alex going to make the play. And he's Mr. Reliable for the third out of the inning. Jorge Soler, he had 5 home runs, the 14th leading hitter in the league. Sal Perez, who has 2 home runs on this homestand. And then Alex Gordon, tied with Jorge Soler. Battle of batting averages in Major League Baseball.
Thing with Soler last night, 4 RBIs of all the 4 runs that were scored for the Royals. You got to think he's going to keep that hot bat going today, even though he had that little bit of a cold stretch against
the old
Mariners.
golden sombrero on the homestand.
Exactly.
Oh, Soler takes a hack at that.
A little out in front of that one.
Feel the wind here. Up here.
Up here.
Ball, that's in.
1-1 count now. Kramer and I at the virtual Kauffman Stadium press box. Mics are umped up.
We mic'd up the umpires.
Mic'd up umps.
Yeah.
It's a little change we made.
There's a little bit of
commissioners.
some open seats out there in Kauffman.
There's a few empty seats. A lot of jackets being worn despite the temperature.
People are still trying to find their
People
seats.
trying to sweat. Rained on us in Chicago. It's pretty rainy the whole series. Royals played right through the cold rain.
Hey, Zach Johnson's back with us. Got the garage TV up, and we are only have 13 people watching. Ouch.
They'll grow.
Zach played a lot last night because the game was so long.
People are probably still recovering from that game. The beer sales didn't keep going. Like, they kept going. So, I mean, people were drinking, of course.
It's hilarious. Gives a little sign to the deck.
But glad to know that the garage TV is up for you, Zach.
Like that, Zach. One more game against Detroit tomorrow night before we head off to Toronto. 3:33 for Sal Perez, a couple home runs.
Yeah, and you're flying us.
That's right. And Slugger celebrated a birthday the other day.
Back on Sunday.
How many years is that cat years?
Well, I don't know if there's even any cat years. He's 24 years old. I know, don't you? Doesn't dog years have to add like 7 or 9?
It's 7 years, I believe, for dog years. Kramer Sansone, the son I never had. Or the son I ever want.
Appreciate that.
Look out, 1-1.
Justification for twin beds. Kramer Sansone.
Wait, what? That went way over my head.
You don't get it?
Twin beds.
The justification for twin beds is you. Never mind.
I don't get it at
I'll
all.
explain that later. Oh, and Sal Perez gets underneath that one. Should be easily caught. You know, it is.
Batting fifth, the left fielder.
Kramer's a youngster at 23 years old. A lot of things he doesn't quite understand. And when you ask him sports questions, he only counts from 2000 on. Anything happened in the 90s, you got to remind him.
Yeah, because Colt Brennan's the number 3 best college quarterback. Oh, get out, ball. Stay fair.
Right
Oh, just
Gordon
foul.
just missed his second home run of the season. Tied with Jorge Soler, 14th in baseball and hitting. And Gordon strikes there. 0-2. Heard from Alex Gordon at pregame on why he chose to come back to Kansas City this year. Get that full interview on demand, 610sports.com.
Ball, that's out.
So Jorge Soler, Salvador Perez, and Alex Gordon have made great contact with the ball, with one of the pitches, at least, by Matthew Boyd.
They've done a nice job of working the count of the starting pitchers. We see Boyd here at 24 pitches in the second. Make him work.
That's what you should do if you're the batter. Always gotta make him work.
Make him work. And Gordon takes a hack on that one.
As Gordon is the lone lefty tonight in the lineup.
Gordon's splits were pretty similar between righties and lefties last year.
Staying alive.
Already been hit by a pitch once this season. That's what Alex likes.
It's kind of a trademark by Alex Gordon.
The count is full.
Boom Boom McBroom on deck.
Gordon and McBroom trying to move Jorge Soler. Alex blowing that customary bubble. Gordon's working the count. We're up to 20 now, Zach, so that's a good sign. Alex Gordon. Fly straight in the hands.
For all you newcomers coming in, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. Let's get to 10 likes real quick. Let's get to 10 likes before the bottom of the third inning. Let's try that.
Five at bat.